veteran Burro Banton, I tell them man for years I'm a cry without tears, man. I chant down sound, I do it. Tell them, Burro Banton say, boom what is, what that a chant down, it a clap, boom what is, what that a chant down, it a shock, boom what is, what that chant no respect.
Greetings and welcome to Jesse I Interviews, recorded as always on the unceded lands of the Wurundjeri Woiwurrung people of the Kulin Nation in the city of Naarm, known to the world as Melbourne, Australia. This episode features an interview I've never played anywhere and I never thought I would. Not because it's a bad interview, far from it, but because it was such a bad recording. It features the veteran DJ Burro Banton, one of the most distinctive voices in reggae music, and it was recorded in a derelict room above Exodus Dubplate Studio in Kingston. This was from one of the more memorable missions on my second trip to Jamaica when I was travelling with my partner in Chantdown Sound, Ras Crucial, and a few other friends. We were really keen to voice dubplates with Burro, and somebody told us to look for him at the bar next door to Exodus Dubplate Studio. Surprisingly, it was as easy as that. We rocked up to Exodus on a random weekday afternoon, and sure enough, there was Burro sitting at the bar. The hard part was dealing with all of the hangers-on around Exodus. It was pretty much swarming with failed or aspiring artists trying to hustle up some money any way they could. That's a story in and of itself, but one left for another time. Burro himself was super cool though, and he seemed quite happy to immediately get up from the bar and go do an interview with us. Unfortunately, the place he took us to do it was an empty abandoned room, and the acoustics couldn't really have been worse. I used the same gear I used for all my other interviews on this trip, but there was just so much echo and reverb in the room that the recording was pretty much useless. This one's been sitting in my archives for over 20 years since. However, times change. Of course, now AI can do some pretty amazing things. I recently fed this one through Adobe's new podcast audio tool to see what it could do, and it completely transformed it. Where you could hardly make out anything Burro was saying previously, now you can make out most of it. It still does sound a bit weird in places, particularly when I'm talking, I think because I was further away from the mic than Burro, but overall I think it's actually quite decent. I do think this is one interview that's worth the effort though. I really enjoyed it at the time, and I think Burro gives some insights into the early days of sound system in Jamaica that nobody else I've ever interviewed has. I'll let you judge for yourself though. I should note, I normally present all interviews here completely unedited, but I have cut a few parts out of this one. There was someone else in the room who really wanted to be part of the interview, and he kept trying to add his own opinion on certain things until I eventually asked him to stop. I would have left them in, except that he was even further away from the mic than Burro and I, and the AI noise reduction really struggled with him. It was actually laughably bad in places. Ultimately, he didn't really add much value anyway. So let's get into it. Jesse I interviews Burro Banton back in July 2003.
This is Burro Banton, I tell them man, I get a man anthem. All ghetto youths. Big up yourself, man. Big up yourself. For the veteran Burro Banton, I tell them.
Right now I'm at Exodus Studio in Kingston, Jamaica with one of the original veterans of reggae music, one of the original gruff stone DJs, Burro Banton. Burro, thank you very much for joining us here on Chantdown Babylon.
Straight up, man. Yeah, man. I'm the veteran Burro Banton, you know. Chantdown Babylon every time, man. Yeah. And if you know, say, Burro Banton are the veteran, and we are doing it for years. I'm going to cry without tears, you know. Blessed. Yeah, straight up.
I always like to start at the beginning, so maybe you could tell the listeners a bit about where you were born and what life was like growing up for you there.
Well, originally, born in the Kingston, you know. Yeah, but grew up in a Grand Spade. Yeah, original.
Right.
And I just up really Burro Banton start the music thing for a Grand Spade. Them time that back in the days, original a sound thing. Yeah, I used to DJ upon a little sound. This is the first sound I DJ ever. Named Black Over from Brandsman.
Right.
Yeah, and then I step on to a sound named Roots Unlimited. Burro and Josie way.
Right.
Then after that now, the first big sound. Toko boy. This time now it'll be like your career start right here. It's on Gemini.
Rough.
And I stayed with Gemini for about a year and a half. Then I leave to Kilimanjaro. We had like about 2 years at Kilimanjaro. Then I stepped to Volcano. The Henry John Jalas.
Yeah.
And Volcano lasted like about a year and a half. Then I was back on Jaro. Then Skengdan sound come in. I requested like Super Cat, Nicodemus, Burro Banton, and General Trees. And enough people never know that General Trees was supposed to be a resident DJ and Stella Mars. What he say was he can leave Scorpio. So he just stay at Scorpio and we just move along. So that was the last song I DJ originally as sound business before, the dub play thing takes over.
Sure.
Because after the dub play thing take over, then you find sound like Stone Love and other sounds with dubs just start dominate the thing. So
When was that? When was it the dubplate thing takes over?
dub play thing take over like about 1987, 1988. Yeah, originally.
When did you first touch the mic with a sound dancer? Early days.
Like in 1970 and 1979. Yeah, around those time.
How old were you back then when you first started?
I was like about 15, 16.
So it's a young you.
Yeah, as a young youth. What? Them days are still, I never have a big name, Burro Banton. That was just like a area name that Burro Banton really started at Gemini. But when I started DJ for these massive bros, But yeah. But that's the career of Burro Banton really is there.
How did you actually come to get on the sound? Do you just go to a dance and pick up a mic and start chatting, or did you have to work to get on the sound to start with?
Well, yeah, for work, for get on the sound, yeah. Because in them days, you'd have other DJ was on the sound before you, yeah. Like Johnny Ringer, Welton Irie, Squid the Ranky, Lone Rangers. All those guys was before me. Hugh Brown, Rankin Trevor, they was before me. But I really started to look at DJ early, serious, until I see Rankin Joe.
Rankin Joe.
Yeah, Rankin Joe is the greatest DJ ever. Wow.
You like Rankin Joe?
Yeah, he's the best. When our DJ put you back at 20, the age of 20, no DJ never come good as Rankin Joe at the age of 20. Wow. It might be in a different era of times. Rankin Joe was early 70s. But I get to see Rankin Joe. Rankin Joe is my mentor. That who I really want to be like Rankin Joe. When Burro Banton started, I wanted to be like a Rankin Joe. Because Rankin Joe is the best I ever see. Like with lyrics, argument on a sound. Because he was just a loner and a mic. He alone a DJ like for the whole night. So that's what I think I wanted to do.
Right.
So what a hell of them DJ that from back in the days. A Joe. Madam, it's a
Big man, right? I remember that. What about new person? What made you want to DJ to start with?
Like back in the 1976, coming up to 1980. That was a rough period, a time in Jamaica where that's the first time we started to see this. Lot of guns around and people was dying and people, shot was firing all over the place. So the only somebody I always sit and say, you know they never shot a DJ or a singer. They wanna look like Nicodemus, Rankin Treban, Hugh Brown. They used to DJ like Socialist Roots. And that was a politics sound. And they go all over the place and nobody do them nothing. So I say, straight up, I have to be a DJ if you want to live. And the road boys them with the gun. Don't point the gun at you, you have to be the DJ. So that's how I really get in a DJ.
Serious.
Yeah. So when I start DJ, well, I never started like a career. I didn't know anything about career.
Well, survival.
Yeah, this was just to remember have a life and to keep a life, guys. If you're doing something like a DJ, but everybody looking up to you, then the next thing you're going to have to go pick up a gun as a youth, cause it's just around the corner. A gun is everywhere, so it's not something that hard to get in those days. It's just there. So if you thinking gun, then you're going to get a gun. So I was thinking DJ. That's how I become Burro Banton today. Straight up, yeah, bless.
When you first become a DJ, how did you just teach yourself from learning, listening to other DJs, or did you have to somebody help you?
No, well, you see, as I tell you, I don't want to be somebody like a Rankin Joe.
Yeah. So you just look at
So I always listen to Rankin Joe.
Yeah.
How he does his thing. So Rankin Joe now is a DJ what? He don't repeat lyrics. Like for the whole night. The only time you hear a lyrics repeat, the crowd must ask forward, and then after he finishes with that lyrics, you're not gonna hear it again for the whole night. So I was thinking, I wanna be somebody like a Rankin Joe. So that's how it really come along now. To say, yeah, Burro Banton, learn for come with that style now. Be like a lyrics maker, a non-stop talker.
Right.
You know, it just keep. Cause if I'm on even listen to a lot of my records, if you notice, there's up a lot of lyrics, long lyrics. Yeah, that is like how Rankin Joe used to do it. So I wanna come to do it better than Rankin Joe. So that's why I always got those long lyrics. And, you know, coming from he as the teacher. Cause he's really my teacher.
But do you still power on Rankin Joe these days? You still work with him and
No, I never used to really par with it.
right, just more
I
respect.
just more like to the parties.
Right.
He used to DJ King Sturgraph. So I would go to like King Sturgraph dance and I stand up for the whole night and I would watch him. Just look at Rankin Joe for the whole night on the mic and knowing that that's how I wanna be. So even Rankin Joe himself never even know while he was doing his things, he was teaching me at the same time, but he didn't even know that. Because I would just be somebody in a corner and just stay there and watching. And when I do get home, then I would try practice now. Even starting, I try practice off of some things that Rankin Joe would say in that party. As you have to start somewhere. So that's how I start. But after DJing, a couple people's lyrics at parties, then if you even get up there now, you can DJ a song that is the next man's lyrics. So you have to start build your things now. So that's how I started now, like started to build songs. But in those days, if you only have an hour worth of songs to DJ at the party, then you only have like a party would keep for like about an hour and a half. So if you can keep a party for 3 hours, then you classify now as a DJ that can do a dance by yourself. So
Which make it your cocktail.
he done that every night. So that's how when I reach now, like even can do the 3 hour party. That's just in the neighborhood. That will be in the area that I live. I still don't classify myself as a big DJ that can go out there on my own and control a whole party for yourself, because these things you have to take it step by step. And meanwhile you taking it step by step, the people, the audience is the one that make you make this step. Because you know, if you go to a show and the audience doesn't want you, then they gonna say, boy,
Bottles.
Yes,
For bottles.
yeah, Joe Bad Lad. So yeah, you know how I've tried to build yourself that the people accept you as the dancehall stars. Yeah. So you could have stayed around with them even for 2-3 hours on the mic. You know, so that's how it really fun. It's just a practice thing and you come perfect. Yeah, it's not something that you just one day. Cause you know that Bob Marley is the king. But yet still he did get the king. Just starting singing one song. Bob Marley after just a years in it a practice come perfect. So with all of these stars that you see around, I really the practice becomes perfect. And you look at a mentor and knowing that I would have like be like this guy. So how I use you is style. Cause enough people say that's like a Bujo would wanna be like me. But if you notice, Bujo still don't DJ like me. Because he come with enough that it make his style, not a Burro Banton style, a Burro Banton style. So that is the thing again. You have to come with something to the table that can represent you in the music. Because you know that everybody know from anywhere in the world, everybody hear, you know that's Burro Banton. That represents Burro. Anyways, anywhere around the world. That's the original. Like them know say, yeah, a Burro do that. You understand me? Iribe bang come, Ribe bang scan, hey, Iribe bang come, Ribe bang scan, them know a Burro that. You get me? Those are like trademark. So yeah, in the business. So when you come to the business, a lot of DJ, you have to have your own trademark.
Yeah, all know that.
Yeah. Cause you know even Bounty Killer know you mother say, people dead. Being a man, lados. So you know, if you're go slow this. So everybody come with something. In time they started to pick up your identity, then you're on the track to be a star. Yeah, because people can identify the thing now and say, yeah, that's a burro there. And no care how far in the world in travel. Go over so him say, oh, from here that I borrow that. You understand, sir? You have come to the business with your own identity.
Yeah. But it seems like you must have influenced a lot of DJs. It seems like a lot of DJs, like a man with Junior Demas, and always a lot of people sound like Burro. Nobody can sound just like Burro, but you obviously influence a lot of DJs.
So when I see the thing now, the riding rhythm and the voice, which you know a voice that given as a blessing from God. So nobody can duplicate your voice. And I think I get a rare voice from other DJs. So a lot of DJ would like to follow the style because, you see, they put on a lot to have this deep voice. That's how I talk. When I'm on the mic, I just put overdrive and you get like that's, you understand? I don't put on anything, so it's just like a gift. Yeah, this is a gift, it's a blessing from God. That's how I talk, so. And when somebody would try follow me, then I know that I'd have a gift. Because then somebody identify for me and show me that, Burro, you might have it and it seems like it's nothing, but if I have what you have, then I'll be the man. I understand, so. But for us know say it's a blessing. Yeah, for us know it, God works. Yeah.
Well, go back to the early days. This one on your early records, your start a bit different to what it is today. Too. City's changed over the years. Its style.
Yeah, like our first song that poem general now. That was like a while back. What the general now that echo him dead and gone. Papa Burro come for nice up the land. Who police kill out a halfway tree. Echo Big John and Fluxy. But you see, if you can't do that as a DJ, try to change with the pattern what around you. Then it will stick in one pattern. You ain't gonna make it no money out this business because every day you have a change in music because there are young people coming up with their own sound. So sometimes, although you are like an icon in the business, you still have to go back and adapt sounds from the younger people because that's their sound and you want to be in it. Because if you keep doing that song, what you would like a song, you'll use some type of argument in the 90s. Say 80s coming up, 85, 86. You either look at even a girl and say, she trash. And she bush out, If you notice now, those street slangs change. Language changes lost. So you have to try it to can adapt quick. Now it reach now where everybody say they bash or they are bling. So if you can't get over to that, they can reach these young kids. Cause that's their talk. So I do a lot of things, even going around what they are talking. Yeah. You see? Yeah. Because everybody know in a ice and platinum. So if me that talk about that now, me just said, Me a whole road boy still have it in my cranium for ram up your dance and cock up your stadium. Me no marrow ice and me no beg platinum. Pay for that cash and if me hold them for rotten down. Mentally sick them. You see, so there's a difference now. Instead of I say the same thing as there, I try to go around. What be I say?
Right.
But it's almost the same thing because I'm using the same words.
That's it.
I'm using their words. So that's the whole key about it. So you have to keep changing this style and try to adapt the style that's going on. Because if you notice now, like a couple weeks ago, it was Sean Paul. Everybody around here saying Sean Paul, Sean Paul. Then you see how quick the players say, up to the time, a Vibes Cartel. You see now how quick it changed again, now it's Predator.
Yeah, now there.
So if you can adapt those things, then the style that we're on past here.
So is that how you've been able to stay strong in the music business for all these years?
Yeah,
And adapt?
yeah, adapting. What's wrong?
Right. How do you feel like looking back at the years how reggae music's changed from all through the 80s and 90s today? What do you think about the state of reggae music today compared to?
Well, yeah, me. You see me still say reggae music bigger right now, more than back in, Bob Marley them days.
Right.
Yeah, but reggae music bigger now. Cause I see people always talking about the change, but change have to come. Because, as I tell you, it's not, enough people have it and say like, every 5 years you have a new generation. No, it's every year you have a new generation. Because you got every year people leaving school. So that's a generation on the street. So they come with their thinking and their language. The music now, reggae music bigger now than Bob Marley days. Because you see, there are changes in music. And you have young people always come into the music. So every year you have a new generation leaving school. So that's more people onto the music. Because see, is a changing music, and sometimes now even they have a lot of people have reggae music as a kind of rebellious music. So there are more people that want to rebel every year. Yeah, you have a lot of youth now who want to feel more rebel now, so they even be more fans to reggae music. And not only in America. The same thing going on in Europe. The same thing going on in over the British. It's the same thing, So that's why music, as I say, I can't fight it. Sometimes it's not everything what change I really love. But true, I say, it's like the tree getting more greener. Then who is only Burro alone to say, no, it's not supposed to go that way. No, you have to work with evil, the young youths too, because them come now in the business and keep the business even go stronger. Because you have to love even a DJ like being a man. Because I'm great. Him keep it up for a while.
Yeah, 25 years.
Him keep it up, man, for a while. For real. You have to give him to Bounty Killer to, cause anything being a man achieve, then Bounty Killer shall get the same thing. Because without being a man, there is no bounty. Without bounty, there is no beanie. They push each other.
Well,
You understand me? They are two force. So this one come out and go, beanie have to go back. Bounty have to go back. So it's a step to step thing. So it's not only one of them. But you have to respect them because they make it even grow. Same like one man that have to respect Shabba. Because Shabba the first one we really take it out of the zinc fence and carry dancehall to ballroom. Yeah, right. Because when Burro used to DJ, I never know dream to see the day a party in a ballroom, a reggae party. No, me know about reggae party. You go cut down some bamboo and make a lance. Yeah, you build up a fence and make a dance land. As well, I tell you, the music have to grow.
Yeah.
So, you see changes, it's good. This change to the music, yeah, because reggae music don't really reach the pinnacle yet.
Nah, far from.
Because you know that that's even check out hip hop news, a real hip hop, when like a company putting out a 50 cent right now, you might look for sell, that's for the first day. You might look for sell at least 300,000-400,000 record for that one day. And not until reggae music reach them pinnacle before you know that. With younger you now, you have to just help him. And know say, even meanwhile I help a next youth to bust out of the business. You will help yourself same way because something what you may know, he will teach you the same thing too. As an elder. You get me?
Yeah.
Because I see at the school barriers, you know. Remember say me to leave school from a time. And them youth just leave school yesterday. So I'm gonna leave school now with some different slants. Then bring film old street slang. Come on the road. You see me? So if you can't talk them street slang there, then you not come across. You still have the good music, you know.
Yeah, that's like rock.
Yeah. You have to come across to the kids say. You know, say, yeah, I might talk.
Looking back to the recordings, all of the first actual songs that you recorded, put out, first album, original band.
No, the first 45 was What a General.
Religion.
Yeah, the first album.
That was he coming before that, the first single.
The first single was like me and General Plow, that singer. He's from Grandsmith, me's from Grandsmith. So he got a rhythm and he always say, Burro, but you wicked in there for voice or song, you know. I mean I say to him, say, Plow, I don't know how to really go about it. And I say, no man, we can't cook you out, man. Me have rhythm and me have everything, man. All we have to do have studio time, man. We just say, hey, alright. And we just get some money and me and him going to the studio. Him knowing more than me. I was older than him, but him know the recording part of the business more than me, cause as I tell you, when I come into the business, I didn't come in it about recording and those things. This was just a survival. So when him take me to studio the first time and I record that song, then I hear it on the radio. Say, oh, I feel big now. Then it took me another long time though, like another 3 years after that before I do an album. For John Jolas, the Volcano. That's the first.
That's the first album.
Yeah.
Right. You use it.
Madeleines. Yeah, like about 1982. Yeah. And we did like a live album. And gave it to Chisholm Avenue. Yes, his live album. Yellow Man, Burro Banton, Tyan, Liquor John, couple more of us was Billy Boy. That was the first time not I got anything like album on the street. Till it took a while again before, cause Volcano come off the street now. And I was living in the US for like about 10 years. Me and Super Cat. I voice a couple songs on Super Cat label, Wild Apache. Yeah, but I didn't do an album for Cat. So, till about 1990, I buck up on a brother now named Bobby Cantons.
That's the thing.
Massive beat.
You still work with the
Yeah,
relations way this time.
from them time you know me, I massive beat just keep working. We just keep working. And we just buck up on a man, right? Him know the business. And him don't really come like some producer. And this man they now get a career. You get me? Cause he's a man where he make sure he can get up on top of the business at all time. Yeah, so me and Bobby does know I go a good amount of years, you know. And I did an album finally, the original Banton. Well, we have a new album coming sometime soon, you know. Because it finish and everything. Just
From SCB.
from Massive B new album. It just need to edit up and finish some studio work. It's not my work, it's that's like in the studio way. So after all those works finish up, those productions, then you know so the album will be on the street. Whether sometime in December. But I would more say I would look for everything to finish up like you say. About February, March.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the next year.
Yeah, son. Early next year. Definitely.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely be looking for that album for us friends. And you still perform with Massive Bass sound system as well. I heard you are in Germany this year.
Yeah, we just come from over there, Europe.
Was that
Italy.
Want to get sound somewhere?
Yeah. I did a show up, yeah. And there with it on. But I was in like Italy first and over there in France. So we did a lot of tour, Massive B and Burro Banton cast. I really that, you know. A massive B that. Burro Banton, Bobby Candas and Jabba. So you know the sound I got. I'm from them need Burro. They must cause some you work, you know. Straight up. Yeah, that relationship, it's sealed. It's strong. Cause I don't know if you know the latest single that's out there right now. Money Friend. We have a rhythm now named Wanted.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I got a single on that rhythm here. Money Friend.
40 years. So last one that was really in back for us in Melbourne is Jada Rural.
That road.
Yeah, heavy Jew. So you see the Nasu B, they do wicked versions of the classic riddles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for that answer, a little
Well,
cuss.
you see, we really have rhythms that they are not lickovers. They are the originals.
Right.
Yeah, from like Roots Radix from back in the days. Yeah, a lot of those really Roots Radix. Cause we're gonna drop after Light About probably sometime going down in December, you know. Everless.
August.
Yeah, we're coming with Everless.
Yeah.
You got a fair amount of tunes, like about 10 tunes.
Wicked.
Sizzler, me, King Kong, Chronicle. Yeah, got on some nice tunes.
What else? You been working on for any other producers apart from Massive B, or you work only with that?
Yes, well, work with Steely and Cleve. I want to finish up their album too, because I'm doing an album with Steely and Cleve, and I finished like 5 tracks already on it, so I got a lot of work to do right here. But the main one that I'm focusing on right now is this Massive B.
Well, looking back over your career over the decades, does anything stand out for you the most? Anything you're particularly proud of? Like you accomplished?
Well, to me, I'm proud of Burro Banton. Straight up. But most, what I'm really proud of, I don't feel I have no DJ in the world but can ride the rhythm better than Burro. Yeah. I'm proud of that because you have DJs out there, they got a lot of lyrics, these young kids. But some of them cannot hold the rhythm. And the lyrics alone don't make a record. And the rhythm alone don't make a record. Everything have to combine. So when you have the right rhythm with the right lyrics, then you have a big tune. That's all. I'm proud of how I can ride the rhythm. Yeah, I get that from Rankin Joe.
Yeah. You respect you.
Yeah, straight up.
What about the name Burro Banton? Where did the name come from?
Well, if you tell you the truth now, Burro Banton, this theater is probably like that story this way. Because when Burro started on the business, we start as Rankin Burro. That's my first name. Why? Well, I clash with Rankin Joe and Uri, and they with me. And Rankin Joe tell me that there's only 2 Rankin in the business. At the time you only have Rankin Joe and Rankin Trevor. So I have to start again. I have a new name. Papa Burro. Well, Papa Burro was doing good until one night down there in Anatown, I was DJing Gemini Sound. Me and Peter Metro. And when I was sending requests, and I only to one side of the politics. So, and I come only on one side, and then I'm not sending it to the next side. And then I just say, I'm on just come up at the doorway with a gun in my hand. I say, hey boy, I'm going to jump to that Jonestown, you know. Send request to all Rima when I tell them up. No. I would drop the mic. I didn't want to say. Peter Mitchell said, Burro, say it, you know. I'm going to shoot you. Banton him knee. Then I replied, no. Badness step over in your son. So you were really going now. Request to all Tibali man and Rima man, but can't stop. Peter Mitchell tell me, Burro, you know the best thing I tell you to do. Leave. Go back up smart come from. So, but you when a lot of a youth from the era where Peter Metro come from was there, and we don't say anything to them. But we don't want it to be in a war. Somebody dead, and you hear that it's true Burro. Make everything started. So I try to take it a peaceful way. So when the friend them come home and hear that now everybody started to mold me. Banton. I mean, I say, oh, forget this off on me. We just put on the DJ in here. Burro the lyrics Banton. So that means nobody can out about it again. Cause it come like a name. Till it gradually go on. The people them just start Burro Banton. So, and to me they love the name. Yeah, we love the name, Burro Banton. Yeah, so I take on to it as give a card, other people them give me it away, you know. You get me? So, and that's how Banton come out when we look now, I see a lot of DJ come. I love the name. You get me?
Yeah.
So I'm still happy for that because I still say it that make you be a legend.
So you were the first band.
Yeah, right. Is it?
Then come Muju, then come Mega Band, then it come.
It only was said them come Buju, you know.
Others first.
And they still have others before as Banton, you know. But Buju is the one that make it to start up. Some people hear about Buju. 'Cause it has a little no name. You're not going to hear about the no name Banton. You know, so the guys that make it big, like a Mega Banton, but you have youth before them. Because the real one, know that name, Liquor Burro. You get me? Because him know what I be. If you see me, that's say I'm a brother. Come in him favor. You know? So, it's a jar. This whole thing is a jar because when I have a fight a man over it, it make him, you get more respect on the street. Because a few people come into the business, and when they leave the business, they really get the name they wear to keep you for life, even call them dead and gone off of the earth. A man still like I remember saying, Burro Banton.
Yeah. All over the world.
Yeah. A Burro Banton are the first Banton. So, yeah, I love that. I like hearing another banter. Yeah. I like hearing Alexi.
Do you keep track of all the different Bantons? Because there's a lot. There's like Starkey Banton in the UK.
No, I'm going to really keep track of banter, but when we go all over the world, I'm going to say, Burro, when your son round the corner, I just say, yeah, man. You know?
Yeah.
I don't never even know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because from me, the boat I come from.
Bro.
Yeah. Yeah, if you know say. Yeah, all the man so far, I'll come and tell me, so boy, I'm one of the son. Yeah, man. Accepted, man. Straight up there.
All right. Well, to wrap things up, is there any message you'd like to pass on to all the people down out there back in Australia?
Well, most of them like that to youth, you know. And show the world so corrupt right now. But I like to tell the youth themselves, if you stay away from drugs, you know, and keep school. Keep the school thing up because, see, without the school thing, yeah, it can't push on far, right? You know, see, education are the key. So that me I like to tell all of the youth them in Australia down under, Burro Banton say, stay in school, yeah, and no drugs. Bless, bless, bless. Peace.
Yes, Burro Banton. Give thanks. Thanks for joining us here on Chat Down Babylon. I respect you. Can I get a jingle for the radio show as well before we wrap up? The mic works best about that far. That's why it's so good up for us.
Jesse I and Raskusha. 106.7. That's PBS. FM. Yeah, man, I'm the veteran Burro Banton, I tell them, man. Yeah, man, I'm the veteran Burro Banton, I tell them, man. Chant down Babylon, chant down Babylon. Yeah. Jesse I and Ras Crucial. A Burro Banton, I tell them, man. 1.67 PBS FM. Hear what the veteran tell them now. Man, na 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 na. With the order of distinction, I'm the Governor General. Me a one DJ, me no love mama man. Me win to competition in a big time session with the lyrics on my mouth and the mic in my hand. Yeah man, a Burro Banton I tell them, chant down Babylon every time. Boom.
Yaga yo! If you can't do the time, then I study about the crime. Original Burro Banton and him newly designed. Hey.
Burro Banton speaking to me there above Exodus Dubplate Studio in Kingston, Jamaica back in 2003. We did voice some dubplates with Burro after this, and that was a hell of an experience. As I mentioned, Exodus was rammed with hustlers and hangers-on. The DJ Predator was one of the hottest artists in dancehall at the time, and he was even there. I remember he looked at me from across the studio and then said to the room, "How much money you have?" before walking up to me and staring at me with two dark red bloodshot eyes. I remember looking down at him and saying in a pure Aussie accent, "You right, mate?" I don't think he really knew what to make of that, and he just walked off. Terra Fabulous was there as well. We did actually voice a dub with him, even though he'd clearly seen better days. As soon as he got the money in his hand, he was gone. And from what people told me at the time, he was going to buy crack. It can be sad at times to see how some artists end up. Thankfully, Burro, though, was wicked, gave us some really good dubs. That's it for this one. Thanks as always to the Patreon supporters, the real General Empress Irie, me Idrins, Tom Tanaki and Ben Debney. Thanks for listening. Eyes as every time.
Ribby bang, come ribby bang, skank.
Chant them down. Stone on a stranger the flavor I represent. For AO, chant them down. Some say Ross Crouch, some say Jesse I, some say Melbourne, Australia. Hey, Burro Banton, the veteran. Come teach, hey.
Yeah, man, I chant down sound, man. Another veteran, Burro Banton, I tell them, go kill them all and step in at some post-hole zone. With some chrome and take him girl named Simone. Come back alone. Hey, ribby bang. Ribby bongs can come, ribby bong come, ribby bongs can, hey, ribby bong come, ribby bongs can come, ribby bong come, ribby bongs can come, bidang badang bang, bidang badang bang, biddly bongs can, killer set, chant down, killer sound, and you run them out of town, killer set, chant down, killer set, Burro Banton killer set, me no love how the young entertainer them a flex. To them one another, them a disrespect. I run competition, all I run contest. Be the man at the DJ, we control the press. Want the killer ride west in a bulletproof vest. Capleton the prophet man, them put the slack days to rest. Luciana left the flat in a the hills, them gone rest. To chant down sound, them never disrespect. Killer set, chant down, killer sound, and you run them out of town. Killer set, chant down, killer set, raga, killer set, Burro Banton killer set, dance, intellect, me no wear water, wash clothes, me have to get it pressed, and anytime me tired, yes, me bound to take a rest, me have girl a east, and me have girl a west, me have girl a north, and me have girl a south, Burro tall and Burro smart, and Burro know how to talk, no girl out there just can't break Burro heart, Burro lit and Burro sweet and Burro know how to do it. With me knits across my shoulder and me belly on my feet. Me mother for son, don't you know say me sweet. Burro slim and Burro trim and Burro ride the rhythm. Me sit down on the rhythm like a mattress on a string. Me sit down on the rhythm like a tire on a rim. Me like girl fat and me love them slim. And any girl me married get a expensive ring. Killer set, chant down, killer sound, and you run them out of town. Killer set, chant down, killer set. You see how killer set, Burro Banton killer set.